Yo, what's up? I'm KallaTheYapper, and I'm back with another reaction. So, apparently this was dropped 4 days ago. I intended to react to it earlier, but your boy was a little lazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I want to see what this situation was about. Apparently, Saint Tontas is still obsessed with cabinets. Granted, this was 4 days ago, but you know how this nigga move. He'll still be obsessed regardless. So let's get started. And also, there's another video she made about an hour ago, as of me reacting to this, or maybe it was longer than an hour ago. It says this tragedy exposed an insane gacha community related to the Cookie Run Kingdom. I will be checking that out soon or next, so look out for that because I want to see what that was about. Anyway, yeah. Also, I'll be able to get more content done over the next couple days because of the fact that one, your boy stepped on a rusted nail at work. It pierced through my shoe, stabbed me dead in the foot. I went and got a tetanus shot for it, so I should be good. This all happened this morning, by the way. So there's that. Yeah, so expect more content, at least more reaction content. I know I haven't really gotten a lot pumped out, except for one video this week. So yeah. Anyway, let's go get this reaction started. What is button at? Make sure the volume good, settings good. Okay, let's start.
Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen,
what up?
Welcome. It is that time. The gnome himself has decided to speak up, rehash stuff from over a month ago. So it's time to grab our popcorn and get ready into some silly season.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. I am actually glad she went back to using her VTuber model. Now, you may be wondering, what do I mean by that? Am I saying that am I implying that her real face is like unappealing to look at? No, that's not what I'm saying. In case someone has that thought process. The reason I'm saying this is because we all know that she got doxxed and people know where she live at because of the whole thing with Saint Tontas that happened about a couple months back at this point, probably like 2 months ago at this point, when she was having her back and forth with this nigga, right? She actively got doxxed and shit like that, right? So it's actually pretty smart to go back to using the VTuber model so to cover her face up, right? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Did she ever remove her face from any of her thumbnails that she did for the last couple months? Actually, let me check that out on my phone real quick. Let's see. Cabinets. I need to see if she removed her face off her thumbnails from like the last couple months. I need to see that. Let's go back in time. Let's see. Okay, no. Her face is still on the thumbnails from about 3 months ago. 4 months ago. No, we're still in the 3-month margin. Hold up, wait a minute. 4 months. 4 months, pushing 5 months. 5 months. 5 months. Yep. 6 months. Oh man, I just realized she dyed her hair and shit over the like couple months. Because before she had black hair, like solid black hair. Then she had brown. Then she went blonde. I swear, ladies be customizing like crazy. Men can't customize like this. Okay, so let's be real. Most people are not going to go back in time to look at some of her old videos or her thumbnails. But her face is already on the internet at this point. So, but how long is it going to be before people forget how she actually looks like? That's the real question. But anyway, I still think it was a smart move to go back to the VTuber model. Especially since she invested money in her VTuber model to make this bitch look better. Like, compare her VTuber model to how it was like 2 years ago, or at least a year ago. It's a night and day difference, my guy. I ain't gonna lie, her old VTuber model with the solid red hair, meh. I'll be honest, it was meh until she like upgraded a little bit with the solid red hair with the white streak. Then I was like, okay, there we go. And then now she went pink. She's got to like do the red away, but you know, it still looked good. Whoever is the artist who designed this VTuber model, W work. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Once again, you have been stepping on my toes when I have been pretty silent about you, Mr. St. Tontus. It's time for me to switch out the slippers for some steel cap boots and kick your 5'1", small ass, hands having fat face midget ass out of here. Yeah, you proceeded, yes?
Yes, get disrespectful. I love it. Get toxic. Yes. Disrespect the nigga who disrespects. I love it.
Today to make small ass, hands having fat face midget ass out of here. Yeah, you proceed.
No friends having ass. Oh, I gotta look like a victim every time having ass. Oh, I gotta lie just to prove a point having ass. Oh, I don't get a haircut face ass. We can really go down the route anyway.
Proceeded yesterday to make another video about me, rehashing drama from over a month ago. And in that video, proceeded to call me the crazy obsessed ex. The utter irony. Bro, out here rehashing stuff from way over a month ago, bro. Oh, look. She said all these things and she's not doing them. Oh, look. You claim, Saint, you're making this massive claim that I have gotten cold feet about pursuing legal matters with you. Well, let's just say you would know all about feet, wouldn't you?
What?
Yeah, let's just say you'd know a thing or two about that, wouldn't you?
I gave you permission to sell feet pics. It's fucking crazy. I need to know the context behind that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it writes itself. It just.
Feet niggas are loving this. Personally, I don't get it. Personally, I don't get it. Maybe a bad bitch gotta have like a really good pair of toes on her for a nigga to understand. But as far as I know, I ain't really understand the feet thing. Now niggas who love feet, go ahead and tell you. Let yourself be known in the comment section below. I don't judge until I decide to.
It just writes itself. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's yikes. Yeah, there's no wonder why his #1 sub gifter is called Foot Lover.
Oh, that's crazy if it is. Also, hold on. Let me turn my little fan on because I am cooking in my room. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I think my AC is broke. I need to turn my fan on. Well, it's going to be on this lowest setting, obviously, because I don't want the fan dominating the sound in my reaction. If I feel like it's dominating sound, I'll obviously turn my fan off.
Right? Let's just say that. Bro said he's okay with this girl selling himself online. That's crazy, right? So let's just settle the truth. Let's just settle.
I ain't gonna lie. Any man talking about oh, I'm fine with my girl selling herself online. You clearly don't have any self-respect for yourself or your relationship. Because if your relationship is meant to be exclusive, right, to just you and her, there should be no such thing as, oh, I'm selling my body online while we're in this relationship. Excuse you? No. Now, if you want to have an open relationship, okay, then fine. Play that game if you want to. The success rate of the relationship will nosedive immediately. We've seen it too many times. Shoot, prime example. If anybody here even knows what political commentator known as Destiny, prime example of a dude who had an open relationship, nothing but toxic people all around. Yeah, guess what happened? That nigga's whole relationship fell the fuck apart, and now look what he had. He fucking dealing with fucking lawsuits and shit because of the shit he been doing. Wild work. But hey, that's what happens when you sit here and like want to be a sexual fiend to the nth degree or have your relationship be open. Yeah, wild work.
That's crazy, right? So let's just settle the truth. Let's just settle the truth. Need I remind you that a few weeks ago, I went on a trip. This was towards you? Yes. Need I remind you, a few weeks ago, I went on a trip to see some other CC friends. And this man can't help himself but to pull up my photos and to pull up streams I was on so that he could once again body shame me, pulling up my tweets with everyone.
I'm not gonna lie, I am still shocked by the fact that Captain Cabinets is a short woman. Genuinely. I am genuinely shocked by that because I had the impression whenever I saw her like sitting down in her chair with the webcam on, I always had this impression that she was taller, right? But seeing her stand next to her pals, yeah, she's short as shit. She's like 2 notches underneath their shoulders.
Posting it in his server just so he could body shame me.
Not gonna lie, they should have gotten a bigger bed. I ain't gonna lie, this is so corny, bro. What you get? Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. This may not even be true, but I think this may be. I'm gonna psychoanalyze this nigga, bro. Could you? I have the sneaky suspicion that this nigga Saint Totas is actually upset of the fact that his relationship with Captain Cabinets ended. So now he's lashing out to the nth degree about it, right? He's been holding his hate bone, even though he clearly did not want to be in the relationship. He's still carrying that with him, being like, "Man, I can't believe this woman." Blah, 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 blah. Like he probably one of those type of people who was hating the fact that he was in a relationship, and then when his relationship ended, he still started trying to like, you know, come for the girl neck over the fact that he wasn't interested in it. Right? It's like this twisted mentality of like being like, "Oh, I caused the end of it," but then at the same time, how dare you even, you know, hang out with other niggas type shit. Like it's twisted as shit. Like if the relationship ended and you no longer like cool with her or whatever the fuck, then why the hell are you even posting pics about this chick in your Discord server? Why? Knowing that she was in a relationship with her, why the fuck are you doing that? Like if I was in his position, I wouldn't be doing this shit like that because it looks weird as shit. It looks weird. It's some like stalker behavior. Granted, it's not really stalker behavior because of sense of like she posted this online for everyone to see, so everyone knows about it, right? But I guess it's more stalker behavior in the sense of like, bro, you clearly don't fuck with her no more. Why the hell are you stalking her social media? Because she's hanging out with her friends and shit. Because she went on a trip that had nothing to do with gotcha content, by the way, or any gotcha tribalism. She just went on a trip with her friends. It's like, bro, come on now, what are we doing?
And this was when I decided to go and see some new content creator friends for the first time. But apparently, I am supposed to be the obsessed, scorned, bitter ex.
I can guarantee this right now. I'm gonna say this without a shadow of a doubt. I know somebody in Saint Totas community or someone who just hate Captain Cabinets to the nth degree probably jumped the gun to be like, oh, I bet she was sleeping with them. That's why they got this picture of them in the bed. Oh, she probably got a train ran on her. Right? I can already see someone making that claim. I can already see it.
Me, the irony, once again, of this all happening. Saintonus, you are the one who cannot keep me out of your mouth.
Bro, she spent all the time she did practice exotic quick swap on the treadmill. Maybe she would lose some fucking weight.
I still find it crazy that he sat there and made fun of her for like actually practicing and learning how to use a character that, you know, people are saying like it's like kind of difficult to like play, so you gotta really understand how to use her, right? Zanny Mains, come through for me right now. Oh, right? Hey, and it's like, bro, do you not see how crazy that is? Someone who claims to be a woo-wah content creator, who makes content about woo-wah and is like characters and shit like that, how the fuck would you sit here and try to refute her actually doing something that you should be doing as a content creator? Especially if you're making such a grand claim that said character and her best team with her best weapons cannot clear in-game content. Shouldn't you be proving it by blatantly showing good gameplay? But he didn't do that at all. Instead, he just pussied about it. He's been a bitch about it. Right? It's so stupid.
Wait, Jesus Christ, bro. She spent so long trying to do this shit, it was unreal. What an absolute waste of time when this is the end result.
I never said any personal attack against him. I never said anything that bad. But he decides to pull up my streams while I am live, critique my gameplay, and proceed to also again body shame me once more. Yes, this is the man who is calling me the crazy, obsessed, bitter, scorned ex.
And now you're
That nigga looked chopped. That's the worst part. He was naturally born chopped. And I'm gonna say this right now. It's not because he's Asian. It's just because he looks chopped. Simple as that. Bro, I know what chopped looked like because I look at it in the mirror every damn day. But still, at least I go get a haircut, nigga. At least I, you know, groom myself. Make myself look proper when I leave the house. You know, gotta brush that teeth, wash that face. You know, get yourself looking right. Clean them ears up, nigga. Oh, man. Oh, also tell me, can y'all hear the fan blowing in like loud volume in the background? Hopefully not. I got it at a low volume. Hopefully it's not blowing too much. Anyway.
over here saying, oh, I'm now a master at quick swap. I'm no a master at quickswap. Let me go ahead and go practice for 4 hours and then proceed to get 2-star clears on repeat. Bro, it's just like, bro, she spends more time.
Bro, hold up. That's such a retarded thing for him to say. Now someone may be wondering, what do I mean by that? Okay, bro. If you spend 4 hours trying to master the technique or the gameplay that is quick swap, after 4 hours of testing it over and over again, regardless of how many stars you got in the in-game content, you have mastered how to do it. You understand how it works. That's the point of that. The point of that training and to play Zanny wasn't to solely just beat the in-game content. It was to actually play her squad properly and understand how to actually play it. AKA training for 4 hours. Training montage, insert, right? Like, what type of take is that? I ain't gonna lie, ever since I started like diving into politics, like ever since what, 2021, 2022 up to now, oh, I still do. I still keep in touch with it, bro. I have been trained to like psychoanalyze niggas' words to the nth degree. Which is one of the reasons why I go so hard in my fucking reactions and break it down for why it is this shit sounds stupid as shit for someone to say.
Resetting here that actually doing anything, and all you see as a result of this are these pathetic
everything that I do.
2-star clears.
Every single thing that I do, he has to comment on. My Sigrika video, my Zanny clears, going to meet some new friends, streams that I'm on, pulling me up, just...
Yeah, it's like the obsessive ex who has to critique every damn thing their partner does, right? Oh, you got friends? Who are they? Oh, you went out to eat without me? What's that about? Oh, you're an overweight slob, bitch. Ew. Right? He's the type of nigga who always got something to say out his mouth. That's what he is. And it reflects knowing how he like engages with goddamn kindness on a daily. Like, again, like I've seen some of the content kindness has made over the couple of years, right? In relation to Genshin Impact, and I didn't really agree with it, and I have my own reasons to disagree. Right? But like, bro, when she actually showed how she actually looked like, bro, my first thought process wasn't like, look at this fat bitch, right? Nowhere near that. Because the conversation had nothing to do with physical appearance. It had solely to do with the gacha content that we were talking about. So let's keep it in that realm. Unless you want to get spicy and we can take it outside of that.
Just so he can take shots at me and jabs at me. I've not breathed a word about bro. Yet he's over here, over the past like month, constantly fucking doing shit. And now, doing this whole thing again, bringing up stuff from over a month ago, you think I'm not gonna like talk back? I've let you talk so much shit. I've let you talk so much shit. Just is how it is. You decided to go even further, right? Separate from the Zanny situation, this whole thing here, you couldn't help yourself but bring up an unrelated video of mine where I played Sigrika, and he began to critique my gameplay and shit talk me. Unrelated to that Zanny drama. You can't help yourself, but any chance you get, you kind of squeal with joy anytime you have the opportunity to do so. He basically said himself that he was holding on to this so he could use it one day. He's
not gonna lie, Saint Tontas is one of those men that is the reason, because I mentioned this before when I reacted to Captain before. Saint Tontas' behavior is the reason why women hate men. Right? He's one of those few that the majority of women will use as their justification to hate men. And it fucking sucks because other men who have nothing to do with it at all, my bad, and don't exhibit that behavior in the slightest, get caught in that crossfire, and then we end up getting shot. Ain't it a bitch?
He saw my Sigrika video and was literally said like on stream, oh, it's okay, we'll save this so we can make fun of her later. Yeah, he literally keeps tabs on everything that I do so he can use them as weapons later. And I'm the obsessed, bitter, scorned ex. Crazy. Do you guys see now why I had to make the video that I did? Deranged creep, shut the fuck up. Do you see why I had to make this video? I go through just how much death threats, right? I go through just how much this guy stalks my every single move and message just so he can make videos about me, taking everything I say out of context to an insane degree. Bro, it's 25 minutes. It's 25 minutes of him lying about me, talking shit about me.
I was present for this live stream when she did it initially. I was present for it. So yeah, what she's saying ain't a lie. It's the truth.
Me taking everything I do out of context to shit on me, stalking all of my messages, and he's still doing it now.
Also, I saw a video. Well, I didn't actually watch it, but I know there's a video of a guy from Egg, right? Egg made a video about how Saint Tontas is grifting his way out of the woo-wah community. I'm gonna check that out. It's about an hour and some change long. I'll react to part 1, part 2 if I got to. But like, bruh, if this nigga Saint Tontas is grifting his way out of woo-wah into another gacha game, or out of woo-wah into like politics, like cultural politics and shit like that, he's already farmed a base. He's already like developing a base that's without a shadow of a doubt just gonna hate women, purely because of how he's interacting with Captain Cabinets and how he's painted her as the worst thing ever. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's gonna reflect that. He's gonna like take that to the nth degree if he decides to go into like the cultural fucking politics shit of like men versus women. Which I'll say this, like the conversation related to that, it is valid, right? But you got to be careful not to come out of that hating women and hating men to the nth degree. You got to be careful of that, because if you're not careful of that, you're going to be warped in your view of women and think that they're one type of way. And women, of course, you all will be warped in thinking only men are one type of way, even further than what you already view them as. So you need to navigate carefully as you go through that. Just a heads up in case anybody wants to get into that type of content or into that type of discussion. Anywho, let us proceed forward, shall we?
You shit on me, stalking all of my messages, and he's still doing it now, taking all my Zanny clears and my Sigrika videos, me meeting some new friends for the first time, talking about streams that I'm on, and now rehashing drama from over a month ago. There's a reason I made this video calling you a deranged fucking creep, because you are. Because you cannot help but talk about me constantly. Yet you call me this obsessed ex. The fucking irony. Let's not forget, during that time of this video, right? During that time of this video, he was basically calling for my arrest, right? He was going after me so much that I ended up having my name, address leaked, and other private details leaked via a Twitter account. And there were multiple accounts made to impersonate me to spread horrific claims, right? Going as far as to say that I love CSAM and asking artists on VGen to draw CP art for me. I have a very—
If some of y'all don't know what CP art is, it's essentially kid porn, blah blah blah, pornography, right? My bad, I gotta censor my words just in case YouTube gets my ass. So that's essentially what it is. It's illegal content. And before someone says no, it is not lolly content, that's not what we're talking about here. Lolly content and CP content is not the same. For some weird reason, there's other countries that exist outside of America who think it's the same, and it's people, of course, that live in the U.S. as well who also believe that it's the same thing. It's not the same thing in the slightest. The biggest example of it, of why it's not the same. One contains a victim who had no consent, while the other one is a drawing, literally drawn and designed to be an object to be sexualized. AKA, if it's a male character, female character, it can be a fucking animal, for crying out loud. Because niggas get crazy when it comes down to spicy artwork. It could be a VTuber model. It could be a fucking toaster, damn it. Bro, if you dive deep into the degenerosity, you damn near see anything someone will sexualize. Someone will sexualize a fucking fruit, for crying out loud. So, to drive the point further, CP and lolly content and anything else, under that umbrella, it's not the same. They're not the same. Nowhere near close. Just in case someone thinks that they are.
Sam and asking artists on VGen to draw CP art for me. I have a very large Discord with I want you to—
Yeah, this was crazy. When I saw this, I think I either saw this from her live stream or I saw this from her video she posted. I think I may have been here for the live stream when she mentioned this. But like, it was fucking crazy. It was genuinely effing crazy. And this is like kind of the worst thing about the internet is that niggas have the ability to impersonate you. Right? And there's no like absolute way for someone to like lock in being like, yo, that's not me, that's someone else. Unless someone's trying to hack your email or whatever. Right? Outside of that, there is no way for someone to know that you are you and someone not impersonating you.
You to join it so you can watch me over it. I'm such a fat cunt that I've already ate 3 kids today and I could do with more. Yeah, that all happened during this time.
Also, I'm gonna say this right now. This whoever impersonated her gave themselves away immediately. Because Captain Cabinets doesn't even talk like this in the first place. Let's go ahead and get that clear. She don't even talk in this manner, right? So whoever this person is, they gave themselves away immediately that they weren't Captain Cabinets. Look, you start off the second sentence, I'm such a fat cunt, right? That I already ate 3 kids today, and I could do that while emming more children. Bro, we already know this was fake to begin with. And the person who got sent this message immediately, hit up Captain Cabinet's line being like, yo, bro, I think someone may be impersonating you. Right? It's like, man, you got to be careful out here in these streets. Speaking of, my twin brother got fucking scammed out of his money the day before yesterday. Yeah, it was the day before yesterday as this reaction, which would have been, I think, Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday at 11 in the morning, he got scammed out of his fucking money. Because scammers are fucking impersonating banks now by copying the same fucking phone number as the bank. I didn't even think they would use such a strategy, but knowing scammers who want to get your money by any means necessary, yeah, these niggas most definitely will. So, to any of my people out there who are obviously adults, who have money on, who got rent to pay and all this other shit, be wary of phone calls you get thinking it's your bank. Be wary of it. Call the bank that you actually have ties to. Call them to verify. Triple check. Don't just answer that call. Hear what they got to say. Double check it immediately. Anywho, let's proceed.
I've already ate 3 kids today and I could do with more. Yeah, that all happened during this time. That was happening during this time. Using an image of me that Saint put up on his stream. So, I wonder where it came from. I wonder where it came from. So yes, these toxic chatters traumatized other artists just so they could get at me. But this toxic Satanist community goes far deeper that we go as far as to now have confirmation some of his most active Discord chatters were in fact neo-Nazis and racists and even lolicon enjoyers the whole time. These
The lolicon bit, I'm gonna say this right now. For the lolicon bit, I don't think it's too big of a deal, considering the fact of, one, knowing Satan Tontas literally being like, yo, if anyone likes this, you're a pedophile. And it's like, bro, okay, your own mods like this. What do you got to say about that? Oh, you have nothing to say about that? Well, by your standard and logic, they are pedophiles, no? But you keep them around, okay. Wait, is that Camellia? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hold up, bro. This is hilarious. Camellia dressed as a Nazi from top to bottom is wild. But you know what? Knowing how fucking stupid this chick is. But I'm gonna say this right now. If anybody in my community likes Camellia, that's fine. I ain't got no issue with you, right? What I do have an issue is her character writing. Her whole motivation is just, oh, I'm obsessed with the main character just cuz. Right? That's that whole chick's motivation for existence. For even being a part of the Black Shores. It's purely based on that. And nothing more. I played her story quest expecting to learn more about her as a person. But the only thing I learned was just confirmation about her just behavior. How she acts towards the rover. That's it. I didn't really learn about her personal life and where she came from that led her to being part of the Black Shores and even encountering Rover at all. Because all those little simulations that we went through were literally just what ifs. It wasn't the real story about her life, which sucked ass in my opinion. Anyway, I will say this though, we have to acknowledge this though, right? As much as we can say we hate Nazis for what they've done, what they did, and whatnot, something we can't deny is the drip. The outfit is tough, right? Let's remove all the horrendous things the Nazis did, and let's remove even the meaning behind this symbol, right? Let's remove all that and just look at the fit by itself. Does it not look tough? Does it not look good? I think it looks great. Right? One thing we can say about the Nazis, they had drip. They had immaculate military drip. That's something we cannot deny. Right? Even the most evil person in the world can have immaculate drip. Just as the same goes for the most righteous person in the world can have immaculate drip. Why do you think niggas look at Jesus Christ and look at his outfit and be like, bro, that outfit, tough. Yo, you see his sandals? That's called the Jesus 12s. Get yourself a pair. It helps you walk on water. Anyway.
These were some of his most active chatters on his server. These were from some of his most active chatters on his server.
Okay, now we're getting fucking absurd. Okay, we've stepped out. Okay. This right here, this I can let slide. It can be acceptable, right? Right, because I find it a little funny and whatever, right? I can let this slide, right? Because the equivalent of I've seen from this is kind of like Tanya the Evil. If anybody here has ever watched Tanya the Evil, go watch it. It is great. Actually, you know what? Let me do y'all a favor. Let me pull this bitch up right now. Hold up. Give me a second. Tanya the Evil. Search. Here we go. Boom. When I see that image of Camilla dressed as a Nazi, I immediately like think of Tanya the Evil. Hopefully I don't see anything crazy pop up other than this right here. I guess my laptop is loading. Wait a minute. Okay, it's all good. So I'm just waiting for the laptop. Oh, let me close this. This thumbnail shit. Okay, it should be closing any second. All right, here we go. Boom. Tanya the Evil, right? Same German-like outfit. Actually, it's not even solely German, because even the Japanese wore a similar outfit during World War II, right? So this isn't really just German clothing. It's actually just like clothing across the board from Germany and like Japan, because both of them were on the same side as each other during World War II, I believe. Right? They were on the same side. Which is why in Tokyo Revengers, if anybody here has ever watched Tokyo Revengers, you know that in the uncensored version, they have the Nazi flag on their gang's flag to represent them. Granted, it's not even because of the fact that they were Nazis. I think it was just purely because of the fact that they found the symbol cool, and so they slapped it on their banner to be like, yo, this is Tokyo Manji, and this is our symbol too, right? Anyway, granted, there's only one season of this and a movie. I hope they continue animating more of this, because this shit was actually fucking great to watch. I loved every moment of this. It was a great anime. It needs to come back. Anyway, let's get back to this.
These were some of his most active chatters on his server. These were from some of his...
Now, let's talk about this, because this is unacceptable behavior. This one for you, twin, crying face. Oh my gosh, no. Nigger bug. Bruh, what? And petting George Floyd's face is fucking crazy. Now I'm gonna say this: I don't believe George Floyd was a martyr at all in the slightest, but people turned him into one, even though he wasn't one worth turning into, in my opinion. No hate towards the man, but that's just how I feel about it. But like, yeah, this shit is crazy though. Nonetheless, it's genuinely freaking crazy. That mean a nigga put forth the effort and time to make this.
His most active chatters on his server. These are the kinds of people that his content attracts. Is anyone surprised? No one's surprised, but I will have more information about that in a little bit, okay?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Honestly, I feel like I'm the one here that needs a restraining order against him for the amount of times that he has to bring me up. because whenever you do, your community wastes no time going out of their way to harass me.
Look, if you want to take that route, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, girl. I'm not even going to advise against it, right? Because, let's be honest, it's about time Saint Tontas, you know, be excommunicated in some way, shape, or form. Except for death, obviously. I don't wish death upon people, so let me go ahead and make that clear before someone twists my words and assume I'm saying, like, implying something even worse. Like, hell no, absolutely not. Death is a non-existent option in this scenario. Everything else is death. No.
But I can see why Saint would choose to do this, because things aren't looking so hot, are they? Things are not looking hot.
Oh, she's using vidIQ. I watch vidIQ's content. It's one of the reasons why I started, like, you know, trying to put effort into my YouTube channel. When they were like, yo, you gotta make a eye-catching thumbnail, this and third. I have mastered the eye-catching thumbnail entirely. I have mastered the artwork. You wanna know why? Because niggas click on my videos when they see my thumbnails. Cause they're like, ooh, anime character looking at a fucking image of a video being reacted to plus words on there? What's this supposed to mean? Let's click on it. Your boy mastered the art form, bro. What you call it? YouTube breathing. Clickable thumbnail called clickbait. Yeah.
Hot.
Actually, I'm gonna say this right now. My videos are not clickbait in the slightest. They are my genuine opinion. I don't think there's only been one video I've ever made a clickbait title for. There's only been one, but that was it, right? But every other video up to this point has never been a clickbait type title, ever. It has been as genuinely honest as possible.
Yeah. Views gained the last 7 days. Ooh. Eek. I don't know. I mean, it's not particularly good, is it? That's not particularly good. Yeah, bro's barely cracking like over 10K with his videos that aren't about wooer. Yeah, his Lene thing and like, bro's like, it's rough out here for bro. Bro's getting like half the views he usually would get. Yeah, he's getting half the views he usually would get. So if you want any confirmation as to why he's currently rehashing drama with me from over a month ago, it's because views are kind of down at the moment.
AKA, so he needs YouTube to write him that check so he can pay rent. Go get a job, you bum. Anyway.
And I'm the one. I'm the one that is able to...
And you know what? It makes sense, right? Bro, I swear, the moment I finally get this fucking tax form filled out for my fucking monetization, I understand the reason why niggas post consistently now. Because all those dollars build up, right? What's this? What? $12, $11. I think that says $16, $9. What is that? 30? No, that's $10. $3, right? If you post all that content within the form of a week, and there's like what, 2 videos per day or 3 videos per day, and it's getting this many views, that's constant money racking up right there. Imagine doing that over the course of an entire month. That's a month's worth of a paycheck. Well, depending on how many views the video gets. Like if I post 5 videos over the course of an entire week, and I do that every week, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then those views vary between like 8K to 4K to 3K, whatever. I probably won't have like an abundance, like say $500 probably at the end of the month at that time. Actually, you know what? I may end up with $500 at the end of all that, or maybe a little more. Who knows? Or a little less than all that. But I understand the reason why niggas post consistently every damn day. I understand the reason now. It's because of the fact that, one, it's money loss if you don't, especially if your viewership is as low as this. Like how mine is. Like if every video you post is not like hitting some $30 range of like 36K views, then it's kind of like a money loss if you don't post every day. Now if someone's making like 50K views per video they drop, it's like, it's not really money loss, right? Because like the next video probably gonna shoot higher than that entirely, right? So that'd be $50 plus $80 plus $70 plus right? That's basically how this thing works.
Is like kind of down at the moment, and I'm the one that is able to provide him with the views of the content for his channel. So you're welcome, I guess, Saint. Bro's down so he has to whip out the my toxic obsessed crazy ex card. Yeah, he's got to whip out more lies. He got to whip out more lies to deal with this one. I was being nice, holding back. So let's do it, shall we? Shall we start the silly season?
Oh no, not the band for band. Oh shit, nigga, it's over. She about to flex the band for band. It's a wrap, twin. Go ahead and pack it up. Already, just from the first glance of the views plus the subscription, it's night and day. What are we talking about? She's still getting consistently views and, you know, subscribers. Like, yeah, she only got about like almost 30K subs with this many videos, which again, respect, right? He eclipses her in sub count, obviously, right? But the viewership is night and day difference, clearly and blatantly. Like the last video she posted like 4 days ago, around the same time as this video, is on my timeline right here. It says 33K videos. Oh, I said videos. I meant to say views. 33K views. This one has 7K views, right? See, that's what I mean. Like, the fucking views will fluctuate depending on what the thing is, right? Night and day difference. That's what I meant earlier with my example that I was talking about. Anyway, back to this.
Okay. Should we start the silly season? Where is that clip? Did you guys see he started to go at Gacha Smack again?
They would be gone too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna react to that. I gotta find a video talking about the whole Gacha Smack thing because I heard about that. Nigga was talking reckless, talking like he could like put Gacha Smack in the dirt, right? Right? I remember. I know that was going on, and that wasn't even that long ago. So yeah, I will be tuning into that because this is the second time or the third time Saint Tontos has talked crazy about Gacha Smack, acting as if he would put this man in the dirt in terms of his YouTube career. Genuinely. Nigga is really talking crazy.
Like, because this is the thing. It's not really a good look. It's like Loki Gacha behavior. Bro, that Loki Gacha guy who mods for Smack was talking about doxing me with Fox Soul. And he uploaded a video about how he was chatting with Fox Soul about doxing me.
That's a lie. That's not what that nigga said. That was not the context. That nigga lying out his mouth like fucking crazy, by the way. No. He simply said that Fox Soul found out about St. Thomas's information, right? And it's because he found it, I think it was posted somewhere. Someone may have posted somewhere and he came across it. Or something like that. Or he was actively looking for it. It was one of the two. Can't really remember. Right? I may need to get brushed up on it. Someone who's a Fox Soul fan who subscribed to my channel, who probably was recommended my channel thanks to the fact that you probably watch Fox Soul and DJ King, let me know the full context in the comment section below. Anyway, let's proceed.
And so, really, like, guys, this is the thing. If I was Smack, I'd remove him too. Because unfortunately, right, if there ever is a situation that arises, like, bro, it's really just as simple as me saying, hey, Smack, your mod is literally doxing me. And, like...
So, that's the kind of lowdown on that, right? Saint's basically making the claims that having schizo mods is a liability and you should get rid of them, right? Schizo mods is a liability. And I will say this, I don't condone people sharing like public or private photos of like other people to a certain extent, right? Like I don't, even though Saint's done that to me, you know, he's done that to me, but I don't condone people doing that, just to make that very clear, obviously. But this guy has a consistent history of threatening other creators, being like, I could so easily make life hard for you, man. I could so easily make life hard for you, right? I could so easily do it. And it reminded me of something that Saint said to me a year ago. Do you guys remember the first time Saint and Gacha Smack had beef? The initial smacking? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And Saint Tontas got treated like a little boy and sat his ass down like one.
It was back in like December of 2024. Do you guys remember? Do you remember that the first time? Here's where the smacking came from. Well, Satan wasted no time trying to have beef with Smack. These guys need to stop making vile takes, and I could stop reacting. I'm not scared of Gacha Smack. I think I could dish it out harder. Bro has been thinking this and saying this from like minute one. Bro has been saying and thinking this from minute one. For some reason, he just sees everyone as this weird competition. It's just very strange. It's very strange. I alone am the honored one. I could dish it out harder, right? It screams insecurity, right? You make it very clear that you're not afraid to go toe to toe with other creators, so long as you know you can dish it out harder to them, which is why you go so hard on creators smaller than yourself constantly, and are far more hesitant of creators that are larger than him. He got absolutely cooked by Smack like a year ago, right? He got massively cooked, and the only way he was like saved or redeemed is because Tectone threw him a bone because he was such an asshole. We all know that, right? Everybody.
That's also mentioned because like during that first beef, right? All Gacha Smack said as a criticism to not just Wuthering Waves but to all Gacha games is that they should put more money into adding more cutscenes instead of just using the 3D models talking to each other back and forth type shit, right? That's all he said. He wanted more cutscenes. Ten told us how to crash out. How dare you criticize my Wuthering Waves and act like it's any Hoyo game? How dare you? And then Gacha Smack told that nigga that, yo, you moving like this is gonna be burning bridges for you in the future and moving forward after, like, if you continue down this path. And guess what? Here we are right now. This nigga has literally burned damn near every bridge except for his bridge with Tectone and who else? Tectone and someone else. I forgot who the other person is. Right? He's essentially burned every bridge except for one or two at this point in time. So, Gacha Smack called it.
Everybody knows that. Like, he got cooked so badly. He was such an asshole. The only time he ever got redeemed was because Tectone threw him a bone. We're all familiar. And he admits it. What a guy. Man, Techie really threw me a bone this week, Jesus. He knew he got his ass saved.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad she's just exposing these leaks to show that niggas were right to say that this nigga Tectone comes to defend him anytime he gets into trouble. It's so fucking true.
He knew his ass got saved that day. It's just clear as day, plain as day. Yet, after he threw you a bone and saved your ass and your entire career, you were so quick and excited to farm his audience after he got banned from streaming. This man is always about business, and he's basically a self-admitted clout goblin. He's a self-admitted clout goblin. Anyways, gonna take an early night so I could try to farm tech his audience since he's MIA. He's just a self-admitted clout goblin. It's like just all about business. Every time. It's just clear as day.
This is why niggas called this nigga out. A1, J1. I promise you this, if Tectone didn't come to defend this nigga when he got into his first controversy or drama or whatever with Sayu VA and Brand Online with the bullshit that he was posting regarding to the whole VA situation for Wuthering Waves, I promise you if Tectone didn't come defend his ass, he would not exist as a content creator right now. He'll be one of those lower tier content creators like myself in our little realm of existence, but he'll be nowhere near where he is right now. Nowhere near. He'd have to build steadily from the bottom up. But the thing is, Tectone flooded him with nut and butt support, and guess what? All those subs come following his way and inflated his channel to where it is right now.
Plain as day. Damn, he really threw me a bone. Yeah, so I'm gonna farm his entire audience. So if you were curious about what his plan was the entire time, there you have it. His whole plan the entire time was to farm his audience. Is there any wonder he went against Mr. Pokey as wild as he did? Is there any wonder why he decided to hop on that train? Because he wanted to farm that audience. Self-admitted. It was a seemingly symbiotic relationship, but, you know, at least he was honest about it to me. But moving on a bit. Saint makes the claim that creators have a responsibility to oversee what their mods do. Well, I've been told there's good reason to believe that one of his #1 VIPs, his #1 right-hand man, the person that does all of his legwork to sniff out of context messages and past history of other people, Mr. Fabina Cosplay Wen. I am sure you've all heard of that person, right? Mr. Fabina Cosplay. They were the one who allegedly leaked private information of another creator, Foxhole, onto their own Twitter account, which has now been deleted. Conveniently, it's now been deleted.
Oh, I think I know what that's about. Yeah, Foxhole, that nigga worked for the government. That nigga's a government, he either a government worker or he's tied to government work in some type of way, right? Yeah, that shit getting investigated. And the person who did it, oh yeah, I know what this was about. This was a little while ago, but they coming for that ass. We don't play no games around here, nigga. The government is a more devious thug in comparison to any thug on the fucking corner. You thought thugs on the corner pack niggas up wild? No. You forgot. A government can do it better. A government can do it quietly. A government can go knock through your door, knock the door down, and be like, excuse you? You thought you could get away with doing this? That's a funny joke, bro. Put these handcuffs on, bitch. Let's go.
He did, but this guy got Foxhole's private information and posted it on Twitter. Let's go take a look at who this person is. Look how many messages they send. This person was schizoing out in my Twitter replies for a full day. This person was schizoing out in my replies for a full day. Holy yap! This person is a confirmed schizophrenic freak. St. Tontus's #1 right hand.
Bro, I couldn't do this. This is one of the reasons I don't have Twitter. I don't understand niggas who do this right here. I don't even understand it when I see people doing it in my comment section. Now, there's no shot towards y'all, obviously, right? No disrespect. But, like, personally, I don't see the sense in making multiple comments, especially if you have, like, a lot to say. Like, it would make just more sense just to reply to your own comment in the comment section. Just reply to your own comment and just add more over and over and over down the line, right? That just makes more sense to me. Instead of just being like, oh, here's a comment here, here's a comment there, here's a comment there, right? But, like, for Twitter in particular, this is one reason why I don't use Twitter as well, right? Like, I can't do this. I couldn't imagine doing this myself. It just sounds stupid as shit. It just looks dumb. What's this? This argument for Ricardo's sake is coming from. For all his fault, I don't think he's being supported by server members who post shit like Adam did. God, when they show any info of this server situation to put Saint and non-Nazi server in the worst light is coming from people who post shit like this. I don't even know. I can't even fully remember the entire context for it. Whatever this nigga talking about. Too much schizo behavior, and I don't really care. Anyway, let's proceed.
Man, the most autistic, hyper-obsessed individual I've ever seen that spends his whole day sniffing glue for his master Saint on other creators' Discord.
No, wrong. He's not sniffing glue. No. Let me do a correction for you. What he's actually sniffing is St. Tontas's balls every damn day. He's huffing that shit every morning he wakes up. He or she, I don't know what the fuck their gender is. I don't give a fuck, because to me, you're just a douchebag piece of shit. But that nigga sniffing St. Tontas's balls every day thinking, thank the Lord, amen, thank you, my God, St. Tontas, as I continue to sniff your balls every day. And now, let me go do your work that you have commanded me to go forth to do. Basically. Let me turn my fan off real quick, because I think I've had it on good enough and cool down. But if it gets hot again, I'll turn my fan back on. This already only reaction. I'm already 53 minutes worth of reaction right now.
Their Twitter accounts, going through their Twitch chat logs. Like, at this point, this must be the case of two men that have a deep love for each other, because I've never seen a grown man work so hard for another man this much for free and be this obsessed with making his master look good to his chat.
I mean, It's equivalent to a slave, no? Right? You better believe those slaves who didn't want to be punished in the slightest, them niggas bent their backs all the way around, twisted it into a pretzel to ensure that they weren't in trouble in any way. They will rat out other slaves just to keep themselves safe, which I understand the thought process, right? You know, self-preservation to the nth degree, but like, that's what this behavior exhibits. And also, the niggas didn't get paid for it with any money on. They got paid for not, you know, their payment was not getting whipped or killed. So, essentially, this is what that person doing as well. Because let's be honest, if this nigga does anything that goes against Saint Tontas, you better believe he's gonna be one of the first on the chopping block to get cooked.
Like, the level of dick riding is crazy. This person is a confirmed, like, schizophrenic, right? Just look how obsessively they reply to me on Twitter. Trying his best to clear Saint's name on his behalf. It's some of the most pathetic behavior I've ever seen. The Imgur Glue Investigator. Imgur albums and Discord embeds are my favorite. Inactivity and deletions can be quite telling. Lines can be drawn from the most unexpected of things. What is this? Imagine going this far for another man for free. It's so weird. It's the most weirdly obsessive shit I've ever fucking seen. This individual.
I should only see this type of behavior from niggas who worship God. I should not see this behavior from niggas who just are like fans of other niggas. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you so much right now. I better see you on your knees praying to God every day instead of doing this. Get your life together, nigga.
Has revealed some information I believe to be pretty damning. This rabbit hole goes so much deeper than you guys would believe. Saint's #1 right-hand man over here admitted to using virtual machines to act as other people to get information. Praise the
Oh my God. And that's another fear of AI. That is another fear that people have of AI. The impersonation aspect, right? I mentioned it earlier, right? There's even more reason for people to hate AI.
existence of virtual machines. I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, so basically, virtual machines is you could set up a new instance of Windows inside your own PC, right? So it's like having a second PC in your main PC that's running a second version of Windows, completely like from scratch from the beginning, right? But a Windows emulator basically. So you can like make new accounts of stuff, fresh Windows, fresh whatever, like that's what virtual machines are. People who do illegal things use virtual machines, or you work in cybersecurity. It's legal software, right? It's good for devs. It's great. Devs use it all the time, right? There's two types of people who use virtual machines: developers, people in cybersecurity, and fucking criminals. Those are the three main people that use virtual machines, right? Developers, cybersecurity people, or three, and fucking criminals. And this person has admitted to using virtual machines in order to impersonate other people on Twitter.
Bro, don't tell me this person screenshotted their behavior of using this shit and posted it online or on a Discord. If they did, this is the most retarded thing you could do. Why the fuck would you post it somewhere knowing someone would fucking get information from it immediately? Right? Like, apparently niggas got way too comfortable posting everything that they do online. Genuinely. No one has a concept of like withholding certain pieces of information. Right? But like, hey, I fully agree with the idea of like criminals, you know, or people doing like criminal behavior. I fully support the idea of them like exposing everything they do on the internet for some internet clout. I greatly appreciate it. That means we can lock you up faster and get you off these streets. Goodbye. See you later.
Twitter and Discord. I just want to put that out there. We have cold, hard-proven evidence. Saints' main workhorses are proficient in using virtual machines and impersonating other people for operations. Need I remind you guys that during the drama, just to prove, this is for being a cosplay right here. admitting that they have access to both this Twitter account and this other Twitter account of a Saint mod called Troll Warlord. And he also acts under this name on a Discord too, using someone else's account, so he says. Yeah, sure, buddy. Need I remind you, during the drama, multiple Twitter accounts were made to impersonate and harass me. And who are the people following these accounts? Saints moderators, and more conveniently, Mr. Forbina Cosplay himself.
Yep, I remember that.
Look at that. Yeah, Captain Calories, that Twitter account, that fuck-ass AI account that's made to harass me. All of his mods. And Forbina Cosplay, one of the first follows. What a fucking moron. What a fucking moron. And also, it was Saints community who impersonated me on VGen, asking artists to make CP art for me and claim that I love CSAM. You can see right here because they're using the image that Saint kept putting up in his community. I have a very large Discord with child sexual assault material on it. I want you to join in so you can watch me masturbate over it.
Like, brother, it's so easy to tell that's not Captain Cabinets. It's so blatantly easy to tell. Only a retarded nigga will fall for such nonsense to actually believe that that's her. Or a nigga who doesn't know her personally who will fall for that nonsense.
If I were a betting woman, I would put money on the ones being responsible for all this to be the ones proficient and regularly using virtual machines in order to impersonate others. Now, I fully understand why my PSYOP comments during that whole CSAM raid fiasco was a very touchy subject for that community, and why they got their knickers in such a twist over my out-of-context clips. Because Saintontus is his own head workhorses, his #1 mods, his #1 VIPs, are proficient in using virtual machines and impersonating other people in order to carry out operations on Saint's behalf. That comes from his own community. It's always projection every single time. This guy is the one responsible for feeding Saint any and every bit of information. A hyper-obsessed, super autistic, schizophrenic, jobless freak. Like attracts like. So you've got no leg to stand on, Saint, to tell other creators to get rid of their mods when this schizo is your right-hand man. This schizo is your absolute right-hand man. Using virtual machines, impersonating other people to get...
Wait, this dumbass admitted it on Twitter as if niggas won't be able to see it. Bruh. Get the out of here, nigga. I swear niggas are stupid. I swear they are. These niggas are retarded.
Information on your behalf. Very, 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 very cringe. And it goes even deeper. Also, the irony of this, by the way.
I think you have a responsibility to care at that point. I think you got a big responsibility to care at that point. And, well, with the way that certain creators are going, I'm gonna have to bring it up. Right? That's the main thing that I would say. Yeah, that's the main thing that I would say. And, yeah, you guys also...
Prime example of rules for thee, but not rules for me, face ass.
Realize, right, that it would also be very easy for me as well. If I actually was, like, pissed and I actually didn't like Smack, very easy for me to make a video on it.
Threats. Just threats. Threats. Threats.
Very easy. Extremely low effort. No, will have to be brought up, and then Smack's gonna have to be looped.
Threats. He even says himself, if he had a schizophrenic mod, he'd have to get rid of them. Bro said himself, if he had a schizophrenic mod, they'd have to be getting rid of. Well, I don't know about you guys. This is a little bit schizophrenic to me. This is a little schizophrenic to me. Admitting to using virtual machines to impersonate other people, to go undercover, to do things for your bidding and do operations for your bidding.
What's even crazy is that Saint Tonsa apparently must believe that this doesn't go two ways. You think just because you're stalking someone's, content and their social medias, you don't think the same thing isn't happening to you? or towards your community and people who are your mods and shit, you don't think people are also stalking them? How do you think she even found out about this information? You know, outside of the fact that, you know, this dumbass posted it on Twitter being like, yo, I use virtual machines type shit, right? Besides that, right? Like, you got just as much as watchful eyes on you as you have been doing to other people in the gotcha space.
That's the most schizophrenic thing I've ever seen. His #1 right-hand man, by the way. Sage's strongest warrior. The one that spends all his time on Discord looking at everyone's messages. Picking up glue, making Imga albums so Saint can do his little streams and shit talk everyone.
Yep. And so that nigga can get on his hands and feet and look at Saint Tontas as he blow his load all over that nigga face. Hold up, let me do my analogy again, just in case I did that wrong. So this nigga, so-called cosplay, can get on their knees so they can slob on Saint Tonta's knob and be praised for such a good job and get that nice gooey reward of that white liquid. Or fluid. Both. Same shit, right? You can tell that's the reason why they're doing this. They want that white reward.
The most cringe, hyper-obsessive, autistic, schizophrenic thing I've ever seen. Yeah, so like, we just have confirmation that Saint's community and his main right-hand men frequently use virtual machines to impersonate other people.
Oh, not knowing that, they probably also use this to impersonate fucking different businesses and you know, entities that own property over like copyrighted music and shit. Because let me pull this up now. Actually, can I do this here? Actually, yeah, I can. Give me a second. Let me do this. Right? Because I got a Gmail. I guess I can mention this in this reaction. I know this is like knee deep in the reaction, but you know, stay with me now. Right? I made a post a couple days ago saying that I got copyright claimed by, or I would believe was St. Tontas's community, right? Here, it was about 8 days ago, about a week ago, right? About a week ago. You remember that song? Anyway, right? I made a community post saying that I believe that St. Tontas and his community was behind this. Whether it was St. Tontas or his fans were behind this, right? And now seeing this video by Captain Cabinets, this makes me believe even further that this shit was done by St. Tontas' community. I even had someone in this comment section defending St. Tontas, being like, bro, we don't actually know for sure that was him, right? So I feel like your hate for St. Tontas is clouding your judgment into making you assume that it was him, despite the fact that there's no real proof to back that, right? Which, I'll say this, I commend said person for doing that, right? Guess I disagree with this take that he gave at the start of the sentence, all the bad faith critiques that he received and never once copyright struck anyone, right? The thing is, St. Tontas doesn't have to copyright strike anyone, knowing that he can just get his community to do it, who are using virtual machines, now confirmed, to impersonate other people and their accounts on different social media sites. So this even means that they can even impersonate someone's a business or like a copyright owner of a copyrighted, you know, music or anime or what have you, right? So now knowing this context, I feel even more vindicated by this. Absolutely. Anyways, let's get back to that reaction.
That's just a cold hard fact now. A cold hard fact. And of course, it just kind of shows what kind of people are attracted to his community, right? Let's take a bit of a further look what kind of people are attracted to this kind of content. So, during this whole drama, St. Tontas obviously has attracted a lot of extremely toxic chatters into his Discord. A shock to absolutely no one. Birds of a feather flock together, right? If you spend your days obsessively talking shit about other people, you'll start to generate an audience that really only cares about that kind of thing. St. Tone has had a lot of people obsessively shit-talking me and others in his server, spreading lies, hate rhetoric, and of course, just like incessant body shaming, right? I'm just gonna show you like 3 examples of people who were just participants. These weren't like messages that were like bad, so to speak, but these were people who are participants, right? This guy right here, Mr. Steve, this guy right here was hyper obsessive.
Pick unrelated, but how is Cap doing? So you love Cap? Like, bro, how the fuck do you even extend that to my son? Oh, do you love Cap? It's like, bruh, he just asking about how she doing with her current situation. Maybe this person is like looking to like do it for like for like nefarious reasons, for asking how she's doing. But let's assume that that person isn't doing that, and they're just asking how she's doing, and you know, just as a baseline, just for the sake of asking the question. Dude immediately jumps. Oh, excuse me, my bad. So you love Cap? And it's like, bro, can someone not ask if someone is doing well or how they're doing in life without being said, oh, you must love that person? Like, what? God forbid a human being asks if another fellow human being is even doing all right at all in life. God forbid.
That's one right there. Where's another one? This one over here. This guy called Keegan, who the fuck cares? This is another guy over here. This is just like a small sample size. But these were some of his most active chatters, right? These Cap numbers are just uncurious because she is doing drama. Like, just for dumbasses. This was only a tiny fraction of the amount of people that were regularly chatting in his Discord, just spewing rhetoric constantly, right? And one of these individuals, in a matter of 3 weeks, mentioned my name almost 400 times. This guy right here, right, that I brought up. In the span of like 3 weeks, he mentioned my name 400 times.
Okay, never mind. Guess I was proven wrong. I had to take back what I said. But I think generally what I said was still valid, right? But now I have confirmation that the person was doing this for a nefarious reason.
400 times in like the space of 2 to 3 weeks. 400 times. This is why I go to say, no wonder I'm getting impersonated on Twitter. No wonder I'm getting all this shit. No wonder I'm getting doxxed. Because he groomed his community to be hyper obsessed about me. To the extent that his community are talking about me 400 times in 2 weeks. Now, you might notice a lot of these individuals who constantly spoke shit have white names, right? They've all got white names. Like, why is that? Why do they all have white names? Well, it's because some of these people, they had a separate private server. They all got banned, essentially. They all got banned from Saint server, but why? They had a separate server, a private one, and they added some of the most active Saint chatters, where they proceeded to expose themselves, spreading some of the most racist and vile neo-Nazi shit I've seen in a while.
Okay, I'll be the judge of that when I see it. Because I'm not going to believe it off rip. Granted, St. Thomas' community has not given me a reason to even give them any type of benefit of the doubt. But I shall give it slightly for this. Just for this moment. Because I need to see what was said.
Some of the most
Okay, we saw this earlier.
insane shit that I've seen in a while, dude.
Okay, we saw this one earlier, too.
Yep. Saint's most active chatters from his Discord had a private server where they were just making these really edgy neo-Nazi jokes and racist shit the entire time. That's the kind of people that his content...
Man, I wish he provided like 3 or 4 more examples. Because I want to see more. I need to see what else was said.
...attracts. That's the type of people his content attracts. These were the people that were shit-talking any CC that Saint was going against. The most vile fucking rhetoric. Super edgy. Going after, harassing other people.
I mean, they did, make racist comments about Pharaoh, so there's that. A fellow brother of melanated skin tone such as myself.
But edgy. Going after, harassing other people. Pretty fucking disgusting. These were some of his most active chatters in his Discord. Is there any surprise? Yeah, we've often said his community is full of retards. His community is full of the most toxic individuals. And we have the proof right fucking here. We have the proof right fucking here. The type of people that his content attracts. Satotus attracts racists and neo-Nazis into his community. So a shock to...
I'm gonna say this, because I think I mentioned this before. Like, I guess you could say I had someone equivalent to this in my Discord server when I first made my Discord server. Right? I think I mentioned this before in passing in my other reactions, whenever I felt the need to mention it, or even in my live stream. Right? If y'all go check some of my older live streams in like Genshin Impact before we went to like Natland, let's say like version 4.4, go from like version 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7. Go to around like that realm of time, right? Go find those live streams. You'll find it. Go check out the Genshin live stream playlist. You'll see it. Like if you check any of those live stream chats, you'll notice the whole. I had one person in my chat spamming like one message over and over again, because this person, his Discord name and his YouTube name was Sam, so that's why I started referring to them as, because I don't think that's their real name, right? They were kind of moving like this in my Discord server. Eventually this person left and whatever, because like I got on his ass, not even solely about this in particular, but because of the fact that he was making jokes that were less like, okay, I get these jokes you're making, right? I understand you love making jokes, I get it, right? But damn near every joke you've ever made here has been mainly about black people, right? If that's the only type of joke you can tell and it's always about black people, then of course I have to go down the route and mindset of you have some vendetta against black people, or you really are showing me how you feel about black people via your jokes, or via the jokes that you are masking as humor, as like, oh, these are just jokes, bro. Right? If you can only make one type of joke about one type of person or people, then it's like, okay, you clearly don't know what humor is if this is all you got. Now I have to psychoanalyze you. Right? But this person doesn't exist, or, well, their name is still in my YouTube, in my Discord server. I don't know if they left or they just stopped, like, responding in my Discord server as a whole. Which is fine, by the way. Then what's crazy, that nigga ended up coming back like around like the early part of like Natlands updates. I think like version 5.1 or 5.0. Right, I was streaming Genshin. He came into my live stream being like, yo, asking like permission to come back to my fucking Discord. And I told him, I don't know, bro. We gonna have to wait and see. And ever since then, he never responded back. So it's been about a year worth of time since then. A year and some change. So, there's that. Anyway, back to this video.
Attracts racists and neo-Nazis into his community. So a shock to absolutely no one. Okay? Remember I said he's catering to a toxic audience, and here's the proof all you need. Yes, these people were banned after the fact when they became a liability to him. But there's no question at all that this serves as absolute proof that his community has become a cesspit of vile individuals.
And the only reason he banned them, as she said, is because they became a liability. AKA, he got exposed and he didn't want none of that heat on his ass, right? Because then people would take what they're seeing from his Discord server and apply it to him, just like he does to everybody else. And be like, oh, so St. Tontas, you're secretly a racist? Interesting. No wonder you farm these type of people in your Discord server, right? And then, shoot, even Gotcha Smack could use that. Pharaohs could use it. Any person who is a brown skin or any type of melanin across the board, it don't matter what the fuck you are, right, could use it as a weapon against St. Totas, because that would be a one-hit killer move on him. Especially how he sits here and try to morally grandstand about how everyone else should be monitoring their Discord server when he clearly isn't, and only does it when he gets caught.
Okay? That his contact only attracts the worst of the kinds of fucking people. His own #1 VIP, Mr. God-tier Traveler, is a renowned homophobe. But given Saint's known position on gay and bisexual people, there's no wonder he attracts rampant homophobia into his chat. We all remember that, right? We all remember that, right? This was his ban. This was his unban request.
My apologies if I'm not giving an immediate response to this, purely because, again, I mentioned a lot of times I was raised in a Christian family household. So naturally, by default, you should already know what my position is when it comes down to like anything related to gay people or anything like that, right? That's just what my religious belief stands on, and of course I stand for it. That doesn't mean I hate gay people at all. It just I disagree with the lifestyle and don't, follow it and condone it. Because, that's what I was raised as. God has his POV and we follow that, right? So by natural definition, Christianity is homophobic by pure definition of the word. Well, we're not afraid of gay people. We just, don't condone the lifestyle. Shoot. Go look at some of them old books in the Bible. They don't condone it in the slightest. It's been a thing since A1, day one. Right? So I can't immediately just be like, yeah, this person is a shit person for that. Right? I know some of y'all may disagree, which is understandable. Let it be known in the comment section below. But do understand where my POV is coming from. Or I hope you can understand where my POV is coming from.
This was his unban request. Satan's #1 VIP, Mr. God-tier Traveler, the most renowned homophobe. As soon as he saw gay shit, get that out of here. Get the fuck that out of here, bro.
Like, even I don't have that type of reaction when I see gay-related things. Like, for example, if anybody here has ever watched RWBY, right? The only issue I have related to the gay stuff in RWBY is not even because it's gay. It's because it was blatantly forced to appease to one ship in the entire fandom that people were gooning, that the gay, the ladies, in particular, the lesbians, were fucking loving to the nth degree, which was Blake X Yang, despite the fact these two characters had barely any chemistry together in comparison to the Black Sun ship, Blake X Sun, which, by the way, homeboy got to meet her mom in comparison to the girl that she ends up being in a relationship with. Isn't that crazy? If you're in a relationship with said person, shouldn't that person that you're in a relationship with see your parents first before your friend, supposedly? Right? Come on now, what are we doing? Especially if they're that important to you, right? And don't get me started on how that whole ship went into, like, what, the final season? What was it? Season 7 of RWBY, right? Or I think it was season 7, season 8 of RWBY, right? Where they had their kissing scene, which essentially the scene was forced because they were forced into a position to come out about how they feel about each other, and then they had their kissing scene, which was so corny, bro. It was just like, bro, what are we doing? You think this is good gay representation of having your two gay characters, I say with air quotes, be forced into a position where they have to admit their feelings to each other to then kiss, instead of having a open conversation with each other, to have a sit down conversation being like, yo, can we talk real quick? And have a more genuine conversation rather than being forced into it. Like, bro, what are we doing here? Come on, we can do better than that, no? Right? Bro, if I were to write a gay scene between two characters, at least I'd do the bare minimum to actually have them have an actual sit-down conversation about it. Even if one character was gay and the other one wasn't, and they were having a sit-down conversation to discuss about it, they'd be like, yo, I don't feel that way about you because I'm not gay. I don't feel that way. And the other person was. I would make that scene be more genuine and feel more fucking realistic in comparison to what RWBY did. Dead ass. And I know I could do it. Anyway, let's continue.
As soon as he saw gay shit, get that out of here. Get the fuck that out of here. Bro is such a homophobe, it's crazy. And that's bro's #1.
And don't even get me started on the fact that one thing I do hate about the whole gender politics thing is when people make that shit about their identity entirely. Especially, bro, the amount of time I've seen people who are, say that they LGBT alphabet, I'm gonna call it alphabet squad, because that fucking acronym has become absurd at this point. They even put murder in the acronym now, which is fucking retarded. Why would you put that in the acronym? As if that represents being gay in the slightest. We went from gay to gender identity to, oh, murdered individual. Like, what? Huh? This community has lost its sauce, or rather, it got lost in it. The acronym is stupid. Like, if you are a part of the Alphabet Squad, cool. That's your life. Right? But let's all acknowledge that the fact that the acronym for Alphabet Squad has gotten out of hand. Genuinely. It doesn't make sense anymore. You can't call it its fucking full name. You have to call it Alphabet Squad. That's the easiest way to literally know what you're talking about without being confused by the acronym. Whew, man, I'm getting hot in here. Personally, I think that Alphabet Squad should remove every letter after, what was it? Every letter after B should be removed from Alphabet Squad so that the latter end of that acronym can be its own community, because everything that community has going on is unrelated to being lesbian, gay, or bisexual in the slightest. It has nothing to do with that at that point, because now it's about gender identification and all the other stuff. I can't even fucking put my name on it, because it's just like, man, where the hell did y'all niggas go at this point? Y'all really got lost. Anyhow, enough of my, I guess, cultural, political rant, which some of y'all may take offense to, which, understandable. I'm not even going to act like it's not, but that's just my POV.
Most renowned homophobe. As soon as he saw gay shit, get that out of here. Get the fuck that out of here. Bro is such a homophobe, it's crazy. And that's bro's #1 VIP. So we got his #1 VIP being a homophobe. Some of his most frequent chatters on his Discord are rampant racists and fucking neo-Nazis, essentially. Super edgy people. And they only got banned and removed after they became a liability. They only got banned after they became a liability. Crazy. Crazy. But also, there's no surprise. There's also a big subsection of those people, too, that were total, utter, like, degenerates to the highest degree. Okay. Do you guys remember I had a debate with one of St. Totus's strongest soldiers?
I remember that one.
Do you guys remember this?
I was there for that live stream when that happened. I was like, bro, what is this nigga yapping about, bro?
Remember that? Let me find the video. I debated St. Totus's strongest chatter. It was an hour and 50 minutes. Oh my god, like the biggest fucking retard I've ever spoken to in my life. Yeah, the guy who said that I deserve to be doxed, and the only thing that mattered was the optics and not truth. So he could dick ride Saint, right? That actual genuine moron, right? This guy decided to pipe up again, by the way. Because he thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's the shit. There was a second private server that was made, that was frequented by this dumbass retard, okay? The retard that I cooked in a VC with. This is what he said to me on one of my tweets.
You support rape of real people. Nobody cares about fictional characters.
Hello?
When she has ever said that, that's a bold claim to make. Now, for certain individuals who sit here and, will defend rapists, but simultaneously condone anyone for, like, daring to goon over fictional characters, yeah, those people exist. I see them on the daily. These niggas actively exist. Like, bruh. If you've been tuning into anything that's been happening currently in the world, the amount of times I've seen people freaking defend legit pedophiles, rapists, and so on, killers, and all these other fucking vile shit, literally defending it, being like, oh, that's fine, that's okay. How dare you come after this person? Oh, you must be racist for daring to say that about this person, despite the fact this person literally just got seen on camera killing somebody in 4K 1000. That nigga should be in the dirt. Like, what? It's so fucking crazy. And then niggas get surprised about why people have such a strong sense of justice in them for doing the right thing and putting these criminals in the dirt where they belong and send their ass to God, so that God can send their ass to hell.
Cares about fictional characters.
Hello? What? Huh? Excuse me? Fucking where? Fucking... You see how much of a moron this guy is? This is a guy who's claiming that I support the rape of real people. This just shows how low his IQ
his IQ is mad low. Absolutely, he's using this in the wrong context. That's what makes him low IQ, honestly. And of course, the things he said to defend Saint Tontas, right? But this is a real low IQ move to try to apply this to somebody who does not believe in this at all.
IQ is, and why he was completely incapable of making any valid point in my talk with him. But after I gave him this attention that he so desperately wanted, right? He so desperately wanted right here in this video, okay? As soon as I gave him this attention, he thought he was an absolute hero in Saint Server. He even proclaimed himself to be a legend. There was talk of me being permabanned. I have talked about it before, but I don't want people to get dirt on me. It goes back to what made me a legend in the server, and Unk himself cleared me.
Oh no, Twin. No, you're not even Twin for real. You're a cornball. Bro, what? You think you're a legend for defending a nigga who's a retarded individual? Not even just retarded individual, but a blatantly dishonest piece of shit scumbag of a person. Oh wow, you're such a legend for that.
Oh my god! Oh, look, I am he's self-titled Fridge Slayer. Oh, look at me! I'm a legend in that server.
Bro, the only, like, even Jesus Christ wouldn't even have been said some corny shit like this. Right? I can see him saying something along the lines of this, but he wouldn't be like, oh, I'm such a legend for it. Like, no! Granted, I shouldn't even be using Jesus Christ as an example, but, like, Jesus Christ would have, honestly, Jesus Christ would have given St. Thomas a bit of a doubt, but like, punishment will still come for that nigga regardless, right? Because you still did the crime. You don't just get, forgave for your actions and then shit sweet. No, punishment comes with it. Get corrected, nigga.
Server and St. Thomas cleared me. Look at me. Look at me, master. Bro, it's so fucking weird. Bro, so fucking weird. Like peak delusion.
You can tell these niggas never made friends in school, ever. And their friends are only online niggas where they get their validation from being praised by their favorite content creator. Which is why I actively tried to tell niggas not, I don't actively do it, but like, I guess I should start doing it now. Don't sit here and idolize me, and don't clap your hands like a dolphin when I, heart your comment. I heart niggas' comments to show that I saw the comment, right? And I acknowledge it, right? That's why everyone gets heart comments. It don't matter if you said something that I disagree with or something I agree with. Right? Doesn't matter. You'll get a heart comment. Granted, as time passes on, I'm probably going to stop doing it because, like, I don't need to heart comment every fucking video or every person's comment in the video. I don't really need to do that. But I'm only doing it now as, like, an early stage thing.
Delusion, please stream a me. He calls himself the...
And also, it's done as appreciation for anybody who watches my content because, honestly, you don't have to, but I appreciate your viewership nonetheless.
Bro, so fucking weird! Like peak delusion, please stream a me. He calls himself the Fridge Slayer. He finally got the approval of his master Satonus himself. And finally, he could get the validation he always wanted from his favorite streamer, his hot wife. However, this Spillsy guy is a complete fucking degenerate, guys. It's so funny. The server that he was a part of was the peak pit of degeneracy.
Oh, I gotta see this.
I shit you not when I say this guy was posting porn every 10 minutes all day. Hardcore porn and hentai. Extremely explicit material, like, constantly. Right? And this was a channel that also frequently included tags and links of rape and lolicon together. Which Spillsy admits Saints Mods doesn't care about. Yeah, I kinda outplayed your stupid brony ass. You ain't got dirt on me. I could count on 2 hands the amount of Saint Mods that laughed about the whole thing. Sorry bro, beat you to the punch. I dirtied myself. Also, they know you're involved in that neo-Nazi server. Nobody will believe your shit on anybody.
Who was he saying that to, first of all, to be talking crazy? Just because you dirty yourself doesn't mean you didn't get exposed. You self-exposed. Which, that's no better than being found out about the type of content you engage in, which is why I'm, like, honest off rip about the content I engage with, right? I have no issue with lolicon content in the slightest, right? But if you're one of these people who sit here and proclaim to high heaven that it's, pedophile content, and then you're watching it, you're consuming said content, I mean, the writing is on the wall, hypocrite. You're a false nigga. Virtue signaling piece of shit. That's my response to that. Right? It's like, yeah. And what's crazy is it keeps happening all the time. People who virtue signal about, yo, I don't like this content, or this content is illegal content, or this content is immoral content. And guess what? They are always the ones who ends up getting caught with said content on their laptops, on their computers. Always. It's always these niggas. Niggas who actually engage in lolly content and have no shame in it. They're like, yeah, I engage in the content. It's not illegal at all. It's not immoral at all either. Right? They don't care about being exposed because they already like admitted it. For real, you know by how they like engage in the conversation. Duh, you don't really need to rub two brain cells together to figure that out. But like when it's them, you don't ever hear anything about them being like, oh, they have CP content on their thing, on their stuff. Now, could there be a number of them that does have said content on their computer that is illegal? Right? Absolutely. Right? But I feel like those are more so the exceptions to the rule rather than the rule of thumb that we've seen on the other side of the argument, where people have morally condemned said lolly content and deemed it as CP, only to be found out with said content on their laptops. Or to find out that they like characters who are blatantly lolly characters and refuse to admit that they're lolly characters because they don't want to be perceived as a pedophile because they have made that stance and they need to follow it to the day they die, even though they're being a blatant hypocrite. Right here and right now.
Myself. Also, they know you're involved in that neo-Nazi server. Nobody will believe your shit on anybody. 4:07 p.m. porn. 4:09 porn.
That's clearly Augusta. Ain't nobody stupid. It don't take brain cells to figure out who this is. The orange hair and the fucking headpiece is so recognizable. That's not a indication of my, personal stuff. Believe what you will.
4:10 porn. 4:22 porn. 6:31 p.m. porn.
I hope I don't recognize any more of these clips or these images that's blurred right now.
7:04 porn. 8:02 porn. 9:06 porn. 10 o'clock porn. 11 porn.
Bro, posting porn every other hour is fucking crazy. Or actually, there's time gaps between this, right? This was at 10 p.m. at night. This was at 11 in the morning. Still, because constantly posting porn is fucking crazy. Like, bruh. Like, come on. Especially if this is... Okay, if this is a private server, that's one thing. But the question is, how many people are in this private server? Because clearly, niggas are coming to the private server to find out what the hell is going on in here, to like dig up dirt on you, obviously. Which, it is the fault of the individuals who made the private server, because these individuals have been, condoning behavior and engaging in toxic behavior. So honestly, this is, just desserts type shit, right? But I'm gonna say this right now: if these people were never doing this to begin with, and they had this private server doing this, most people would just hand wave and be like, okay, whatever, right? They wouldn't really deem it as much of an issue to worry about or even to care about, because there's no issue coming from here. They're just doing their own thing. This is like typical Discord shit, right? But because of what they've been doing and aligning with Saint Tontas and his behavior, now they have a microscope on them, right?
Porn. 9:06 porn. 10 o'clock porn. 11 porn. It was 6 straight hours, bro. I glossed over so many. I glossed over so many. And then we have by someone else in the same NSFW channel.
These niggas need to keep these channels locked. They need to stop having these channels open, especially if they're just inviting people in mass to come be a part of the server, right? Which is crazy in itself. If anything, the servers like these need to have small numbers. They shouldn't be big server numbers at all, in my opinion, if you're going to make such a server like this. By the way, I don't have a server like this at all. I have my personal friend server. I have the YouTube community server. And then I have a third server dedicated to solely, voice calls, right? So if you want to be a part of that voice call server, just let me know on my Discord. I'll let you be a part of it. But like, that's where I usually went to like, chat it up with my homeboys in the Discord server. Whether it be people who are a part of my YouTube community Discord server or my personal friends, right? I haven't used it a lot recently, but I'm not, I'm not like willing to, hold up, let me rephrase. I am still willing to use it again if I feel like it. But again, it's meant to be a place for people to just chat it up and be respectful in conversation. But yeah, looking at these tags, Dilf cheating. Beauty mark. I want to give my opinion on each tag. I want to give my honest to God opinion about it, but this ain't the time or place for this. I get my dude. Y'all gonna find it. Oh my gosh. I gotta remember what I said earlier in this reaction. There's some things you gotta keep your mouth shut about. Is not let everyone know about your personal shit, right? And this is one of these moments. Why the hell would you even post this in the Discord server? Why? Knowing niggas will take screenshots of this. Why? Why would you? Why? Keep it to yourself, twin. Not everyone gotta know. Baby, I'm still reading. There's only, okay, I'm gonna comment on one tag. I'm gonna comment on one. One of them I've already commented on earlier, which is the lolly tag, but there's one of them on here that I actually agree with the most, which is beauty mark. I don't know what it is. Every time I see beauty marks on characters, or even in real life, I just think, man, you're just gorgeous. I don't know what it is. The beauty mark is a signifier to me of beauty. Genuinely. I think it's spot on. Whoever first noticed the beauty mark and was like, oh my gosh, that woman's gorgeous. They were right. Let's be so fucking for real right now. Anyway, let's proceed. Enough of this degenerate behavior.
Big breasts lolicon rape. Big breast group lolicon rape bonded.
Granted, I'm gonna say this right now. Just because someone watches or consumes content with this tag on it does not mean that they are a pedophile. This does not mean that they are someone who condones rape and all other things. Let's go ahead and make that clear before we proceed forward, because I know someone will jump the gun and assume that. No, that's not how that works. Just because someone engages in this fictional content, or not even just this, like, bro, you literally can just go to like Pornhub or like X videos. Yes, I'm an adult. I know what these damn sites are. Anyway, literally, all the tags you find here for hentai, you will damn near find the one-to-one tags in those sites as well. Is someone any of these things like that I mentioned earlier that like are these illegal things if they consume that content? If the answer is no for that, but the answer is yes for this fictional content, then we have a misunderstanding of the entire conversation as a whole, in my opinion. Right? Across the board, someone is not some vile person for liking all these things when it comes to fictional content, or if someone watches like IRL, pornography from from like the Hub or Xvids or stuff like that, right? That's just where I stand on that, personally. Man, who would have thought this video would have made me engage in multiple different topics related to the same Tonta shit? Man, this shit is crazy.
By the way, Lolicon is not allowed on Discord. I don't know if y'all are aware, but Lolicon, you're not allowed to post on Discord. They don't allow, it's against TOS of Discord. And apparently, Saints mods were totally fine with this. Saints mods, yeah, Saints mods.
Well, it's not allowed to be posted on Discord. Clearly, Discord allowed it if this was here for a long period of time. Like, how long ago was this shit posted though? Was this within the same week or within the last 2 days? Whenever she dropped this video, right? Because this is consistently on like the same day as each other, right? Granted, this is only a few of them. This isn't all of them, right? So clearly, Discord allows for it. Clearly, if it's against TOS, Discord would have removed this by now. No, we wouldn't even have seen this stuff. Discord would have handled it, but apparently they clearly didn't.
We're totally fine with this happening. Mr. Virtual Machine Impersonator himself, Mr. Fabina Cosplay, said that they themselves were okay with the lolly rape tags. Yeah, this is him using probably another virtual machine to talk. Despite my dislike for rape lolly stuff, the stuff was not against real people. That stuff is ultimately fictional, and therefore, given the actions against real people of actual weight instead of fictional characters, it can get viewed as lesser of an infraction. They just let it,
Look. I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, with the potentiality, I don't even know if that's even a word, of this nigga impersonating, or him being one of the niggas impersonating Captain Cabinets that was mentioned here. Right, hold up. Where was it? I think it's right here. Impersonating Captain Cabinets to then go do this vile shit right about here. No. This isn't it. Let me go back a little higher. Was this it? Right here with this message sent to this artist, right? If it is true that this person does not like that content, but felt comfortable impersonating her, if they did impersonate her, or to then go to this artist and ask them to do this, bro, I can't believe you on your word that you don't like this content. If you feel so comfortable literally impersonating someone else's content, not content, but username and their account, if you feel so comfortable doing that, to then ask someone to make illegal artwork, right? So yeah, you can besmirch this person's entire YouTube career and just career as a cross on the internet. How do you expect me to believe that you do not personally like this content? How do you expect me to genuinely believe that if you feel so comfortable, so blatantly comfortable doing something as vile as that? How do you expect me to believe you? Right? What he's saying in essence about like the fictional content stuff, that's 100% valid. But the context surrounding all of this, unfortunately, this person, and it looks even worse because of it. I promise you, if they weren't moving how they were moving, if they weren't doing it, moving in the way that they were moving, no one would really have an issue with this. But because of how they've been moving this entire time, it's an issue, and they're under a microscope, like I said earlier. These niggas are retarded as shit.
They just let it. Lolly rape is fine, guys. Lolly rape is totally okay and totally fine. Yeah, that's okay. Considering Lollycon is against TOS on Discord. Against TOS on Discord. So, like, this guy clearly just likes lollies. And just...
Hold on, let me see this as well. Finds any photo, video, or drawing of nude or sexualized minors which cover fictional characters that appear underage. Okay, okay, cool rule to have. But the question is, how can you tell that a character is underage? Are you going to assume that, because they have a flat chest and no big ass, that they're underage? So apparently, if we apply that to real life, I guess adult women who have that body type, are children then by how this, rule, dictates, right? If we apply it to real life, because even for fictional characters, there's fictional characters who are underage who have big titty and big ass. So what about them? How the hell do you go about, engaging in this shit? Because it's specifically, the reason I say this is because it's specifically asking about lolicon content, right? And there's big titty female characters who are 16, 17 years old in terms of like the shows, the story that they're a part of or in, right? That have those features, right? But they're not lolly characters, right? You see what I'm saying? But by how the standard of this rule is made, characters like Freerin or Tatsumaki or Rebecca would be considered content that's not allowed to be on there because they appear underage, because they don't have these defining mature features, right? Just wanted to mention that.
God. Against TOS on Discord. So like, this guy clearly just likes lollies. And just for fun, by the way, just for shits and giggles, I've seen this guy spill these DMs.
Same to you and your cronies. I got a full deck of cards to play, and as far as I know, you down to your last cards. You'll be a mere stepping stone for me. I can beat you with 10% of my brain power 10 out of 10 times.
What a cringe ass motherfucker. I've never seen someone so cringe.
Nigga talking like he a main character. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what's crazy is this nigga does not have the right to talk like a main character. That's the thing. He's proven himself to be too much of a cornball to even dare to talk like a main character. Me, on the other hand, I get to talk like a main character. Am I a little corny? Yes. Am I a little unhinged and I can become a fucking crash out when I'm doing these reactions? Absolutely. Do I engage in this drama content and react to it and give my thoughts and opinions about it? Maybe do I like it a little too much to like constantly like, you know, do reactions to it? You could say that. I won't even argue. But at least I have better credentials to to talk like a main character than this cornball.
I've never seen. Bro, I was pissing myself. I was pissing myself for ages, bro. These are Saint fucking strongest warriors. Holy shit! You've got the guy who like impersonates and uses virtual machines to do undercover operations. Very sus. Very sus. And a guy who acts like a fucking like anime villain and is just mega cringe and is a legend. Bro, these are his strongest fucking warriors, bro. Oh yeah, this whole community is full of just fucking like racists and homophobes. This guy got like such a huge like ego power trip, it's insane. Like over some like dumbass Discord beef. Bro, these fuck ass weebs are so fucking cringe. Right? Like this is Sage.
Like if you're a weeb and you're moving like this, like bro, you gotta stop it. Like, I have respect for my fellow weebs. Shoot. Y'all know how I talk about harem anime, right? I fuck with it heavy, right? But at the same time, I hate these main characters who refuse to commit. All these bad bitches just throwing pussy at you, but yet you not grabbing it? You not taking it? You got niggas out here starving while you got a full buffet in front of you. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Sage's strongest soldier. Like, it's like peak Reddit mod behavior. By the way, I cooked this guy so hard on Twitter, he had to delete his account. He had to delete his whole ass account. Yeah, that's what you get.
Oh, you deleted your account? You're a pussy for that. Hold on, let me turn my fan on. I know I'm nearing the end of this video, but I'm getting a little hot because my room's hot. Hold up, give me a second. Alright. Wait a minute. I feel like a little too powerful. Wait a minute. There we go. I don't want the wind blowing too hard. Alright, let's get back into it.
You get for saying that, like, I support rape of real fucking people, moron. Dumbass. And this is why Saint Tontus himself said 20% of his community is retarded.
Let's just think about it for a second. Like think it's like some, like, fucking dude with, like, Parkinson's and, like, 17 other, like, cerebral palsy and all of that shit. And, like, they fuck up. Just imagine it, right? It's probably, like, 20% of the chatters in here.
20% of his community is retarded. I would like 3 times that at least. I would 3 times that at least. And that's proof. If these are your strongest fucking soldiers, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not fucking surprised. He knows he has a dumb and stupid community. He wants that. Because, why? Stupid people are very easily misled and brainwashed to believe anything that you want. As long as you say it convincingly enough. And that is his whole shtick. So
that's true.
I don't know, sir, why the fuck you wanted to do this yesterday. I don't know why the fuck you wanted to do this. This shit is so dumb. When you have your own like mods schizoing out on me on Twitter. Your own fucking mods schizoing out all over fucking Twitter. Admitting that they just like impersonate. That they use virtual machines to carry out your operations. Kinda sus, isn't it? Makes you really think about the whole CSAM raid. Kind of weird. Like, I understand now why some of my comments really got to you guys. Are they white supremacy too? Saint's a known chud.
Chud Tontus.
Yeah, he doesn't like talking about politics for one reason. Like, he is a known chud. He loves Trump. So, hey, you know, like a Trump's like, you know what I mean?
Wait a minute, what?
Reason, like, he is a known chud. He loves Trump. So, hey, you know, like a Trump.
Wait a minute. Let me re-listen to that one more time. Hold up.
Like, for one reason, like, he is a known chud. He loves Trump. So, hey.
Just because you support Trump does not make you a white supremacist. I'm sorry. I done seen this argument too many times. By this logic, any black person who supports Trump is a white supremacist. Anyone who's Latin American who supports Trump is a white supremacist, which is not fucking true in the slightest. Sorry, I just needed to mention that. I've seen that logic be used too many times, and it's so stupid. And it's like it's kind of like the implication is, do you think like people are so stupid that, or so retarded that, or just anyone who isn't white, you think they just hate themselves so much that they support races, that they will go forth to support a racist? Which, by the way, there's no proven evidence that that man is racist and slightest, which is why people keep asking, okay, if he is a racist, can someone please provide evidence of such racism so that I can stop supporting them? But, you know, they come up short every damn time. Which is a shame, because if you make such a claim, you should be able to prove it immediately. But nonetheless, man, this video really has got me talking about all types of shit across the board. It wasn't even my intention to even talk about politics in the slightest, or cultural politics in the slightest, but damn, the last two reactions related to like this CC drama between Blazion and this right here, don't fucking make me don't open my box. Open my box is crazy. Let me rephrase. Has caused me to engage in talking points and topics that I have opinions on that I want to talk about. Like, yes, my channel is not a politics channel. Like, it isn't a political or a political commentary channel. That's not what my channel is, right? I engage in politics. I, keep up to date with it and things be going on, obviously. But that's not what my channel is mainly about. But I guess you can imply that it kind of does. If I'm a certified yapper and I love to yap, that means I love to yap about anything. It's not solely about like gotcha stuff. But the gotcha stuff was the starting point, obviously. Who knows? Maybe in the future I may dive full blown into a political content, which I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. I'll just mention it in passing, or mention it whenever I feel like it's necessary to mention when I'm reacting to something that warrants me talking about it. I know people don't like talking about politics en masse, which is why I try to keep it to a minimum when it comes to this gotcha stuff, right? I try. I promise you I do.
Like and dislike, you know what I mean? Bro, do you know what's so funny? I'm gonna have to apologize to Blazion for this one. I'm gonna apologize. I'm so sorry, Blazion. Do you remember there was one time I was arguing with Blazion? Guess who was feeding him information to use as points against me? Satan was feeding Blazion information on Trump talking points to get ownage on me.
Wait a minute. In what regard? Was it about the OnlyFans thing? If that's what it was about, yeah, Blazion a fucking sheep. That nigga has no opinions of his own. He literally is fed information, he just spews it like a dumbass. He doesn't actually hold any type of opinion at all, if that is the truth of that whole situation. Oh my god.
Not kidding!
That just really summarizes Saint's views about everything. He's talking about weight, by the way. Before editing, you said it.
I ain't gonna lie. This is something I wanted to mention. Or actually, no. Wait a minute. I was gonna react to this video by Loki Gotcha. I was, cause I ain't gonna hold you. The background for his computer, I mess with it heavy, son. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely, nigga. Yes, bro. I haven't even watched Bleach yet. I actually need to watch Bleach. I know about Yororichi. I'm pretty sure that's her name, right? Yororichi. I know about this woman from top to bottom. I've been seeing this woman since my childhood, nigga. Never watched Bleach a day in my life. But I know she a bad bitch. I need to watch Bleach. I actually need to start watching it. I got Soul Eater I need to start watching, and I need to start watching Bleach as well. Oh my god.
Edit your stream. I hope this reaches him, as if you didn't have access to my DMs to tell me yourself. This is an unwise way of handling things. Bro, I fucking love Smack. Dude, I fucking love Smack, bro. Holy shit, bro. Bro. Do we see now why Satan wishes he had the aura that Smack has? Hang on, let me.
The difference is Saint is a little boy. Gotcha Smack is a man. That's why he wishes he had that aura. Men naturally develop aura as time passes on, but unfortunately, there's a rare few who don't develop it at all. If anything, they lose it, or they don't have the ability to acquire it. Saint Tontas is one of them.
Let me bring up I have the glue of it. Where is it? How volatile is a title thumbnail combo called the Gacha Smack Out Crash Out, or Gacha Smack is on crack? Bro, you are looking for trouble. Very clickable, but you will be in Smack's crosshairs. I'm telling him that this is a bad idea.
And this nigga isn't even listening to anything she's saying, bro. She's literally saying this is a bad idea. He just keeps talking about, yo, the thumbnail, the thumbnail, the thumbnail. Like, bro, how dumb you gotta be?
I'm out here being like, bro, it's clickable, but this is a fucking terrible idea. This is a bad idea. See, this is what I mean. When I say I tried to tell him that he was being a dumbass. I did. I tried to tell him that he's being a fucking dumbass. Gacha Smack is on correct title. The Smack Out Crash Out is thumbnail. They're all good, but like, holy. These guys just need to stop making vile takes and I can stop reacting. I'm not scared of Gacha Smack. I think I can dish it out harder. He's had this weird, like wanting to like scrap with him for so long.
He talking heavy on the internet, but he ain't gonna fight that man in real life though. Get into a boxing match, put the gloves on, get in the ring and box. Let's handle it like men do. Enough of this talking on the internet stuff.
And we know that he's like not to be trusted at all, right? Like, Techie throws him a bone. Yeah, Techie threw me a bone this week after Smack fucking cooked his ass. And he said the whole shit about Jenna. And then immediately afterwards, it's so happy.
Implying genocide was a pedophile, by the way. That's the context of that situation, because he had a E6 Rosia, right? Shit, I forgot what they call the constellation things in, or I don't know. It's not Eidolons, are there? Is that what they call them, right? Eidolons? No, that's what Star Wars calls them. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
We're happy to farm Tech Toad's fucking audience. Like, bro is just like weird. He's so weird. That concludes today's receipts. Okay. I just refuse to let someone talk shit and think they can. It's been a whole fucking month. It's been over a month. Why the fuck did you decide to rehash stuff? Oh, wait.
I'm not gonna lie. She cooked this nigga in this video. This nigga looks even worse than what she did to this nigga a month ago. It looks even worse. He tried to bring this shit back up to try to get views from it because, you know, his viewership is clearly dropping. And his views clearly ain't the way that it used to be. Clearly. Right? And he tried to bring this up to try to generate more views for himself. Only to be, you know, slapped in the face with this devious weapon right here. This devious call out.
Oh, wait. It's, you know, like...
This shit is still crazy. Anyway, I say everything I need to say in this video. Y'all can express your disagreement or agreement in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoy watching the full video if you have the time. I play 5 gacha games. I play a handful of non-gacha games. If y'all want to see that content, come, you know, like, sub, turn the notification bell, and come check it out. Check out my yapping topics and yapping reaction videos that I do. Playlists for both sets of videos are available at any time. So you can watch it whenever you want, even if the content creator themselves had deleted said content off of their channel so that, you know, people aren't aware of it, or any new people aren't aware of it. You know, so we can, you know, archive their behavior so they don't get away with it, so they don't act, you know, try to act innocent in the future. What else? I stream here on YouTube and YouTube only. I stream these gacha games and non-gacha games on YouTube. So if you want to see the streams, check out my streams. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Tell me how y'all feel about this video in the comment section below, and I will see y'all in the next reaction or yapping topics video. This is KallaTheYapper signing out. Peace. What is the thing at?